much you must want that revenge, to avenge her death. But your duty is to the family, especially knowing that I won't be here for too much longer. You will have to take over, and if you put yourself in a position where you have to be removed, or otherwise, that would seriously hinder that.
I know, and I put the family above my own.
And I do see that most of the time. But you do have me worried on this one.
I have myself worried as well, ma'am. But it's
Sounds like
nothing I
you-
cannot get past or over, or move to the side of.
Good, because it sounds like you have a young lady who requires you to be around.
Well, I thought I could trust others with similar closeness to the individual who had died, but apparently they want to get in fucking shootouts with her right there. And I can't be the only person that she has here.
Was she entrusted to you or others?
To me, primarily. I'm the one that helped her, helped Kelly, the one who died, get her safely to Sweden so that she could be raised there, away from the calamities of this place. And when I told her of her mother's death, she took it upon herself to get here. And she is here, and I gave her a car, trying to do what I can for her, but I have painted in her mind the understanding that my resolve is situated with Zero Yōnin above anything. But she has another person that she can associate with, and her father actually is the founder of the Lost MC. And upon her very first meeting with him, the person that I had entrusted her with, decided it would be a good idea to start a goddamn gun battle.
Sounds like that person's not very trustworthy after all.
Oh, I cannot wait to have a conversation.
I'm sure.
If she's not safe here, I will make sure that she is back in Sweden. But I don't want to take things away from her that she may need. And that is understanding and resolving her own.
She is a grown woman.
Indeed.
Make her own decisions.
I can't have her come here just to die. Because she feels like she might need to prove who she is, you know? Or let her anger do something that she wouldn't do normally. But her almost getting shot, or seeing people that she cares about being shot and killed, mind you, on her very first experience is just unacceptable.
I'm sure it'll be a very interesting conversation you'll have with that person.
Oh, I do hope so. Problem
What was
is...
the second topic. Sorry.
No,
continue.
no, it was unimportant.
I was just trying to remember what the second topic was that I told you to stop talking about.
Oh, it'd probably be Ichiro's inability to be present for his family ties, so...
It's
I don't-
definitely not something you need to be talking about in front of
Oh, I
the
I
younger
agree.
members.
I completely agree. I have no excuse.
I understand your frustrations, Morgan. Trust me, I really do. And in fact, part of my conversation with Yashiro was about that as well.
I just wish I
Really-
didn't need to speak to people that are lieutenants in this clan as not trying to offend their delicate sense of being. You know, like when I speak to Ishiro earlier, I illustrated my discontent and how I need his support, and this clan needs their fucking lieutenants. But I feel like I have to talk to them like they're lesser than who they should be. And even tonight, when they're going on the motorcycle ride, the little piece of shit has no inclination whatsoever to lead. He'd rather let the Shitai lead. He doesn't take the ownership of his path. He doesn't take it seriously. He doesn't honor it. He doesn't deserve it.
I don't disagree. He has not risen to his rank at all.
No, not even in the slightest. I do not like, and I'm sure you can echo this in your own, I do not like nor appreciate someone telling me that they will be there, that they will do the work, that they will be that person, and they give you their word, and they don't do it consistently or at all. Like, I am damn straight about to delegate the racing shit to someone else. And I would appreciate a Yubutsumi for Ichiro for doing that.
I think that would be warranted.
Good. I don't want people to feel like they're not appreciated for what they had done. But when I am the only person, and I don't mean any negativity towards you, I understand your position and I understand its call. But when it comes to people appointed to a second or first lieutenant, a Shitai Gashira, or a Waka Gashira for that matter, and they cannot consistently be there to be leaders. And I, as an advisor to you, are the one person that I am recording artists, I am setting up contracts with them, I am keeping people up to date and informed on what is going on, I am carrying the load of the family literally on my back, day in and day out, with trying to figure out things to do, keeping people busy, keeping people entertained, this, that, and the other, and fulfilling my duties to you. It's exhausting. I am grateful, though, I do not want to be misspoken, for the position that I carry in this family and what I am able to do in it. I have honor for this.
I think the challenges of this state are unique compared to what we're used to.
Neither
It's
Ichiro.
a little too easy for people to not do what they're supposed to do.
Oh, yes, it promotes it, sadly. I want you to have people in these positions that help bolster this clan fully. Not small, but big. And there are some people that really have stood out to me that would make great efforts in those positions. But the people that currently occupy them, and I'm sorry, I must say this, but Riku can be kind of a daft dumbass from time to time. But at least he's around far more
Tries.
than the others. Like having, let's say, Mr. Shen as a Shitai Gashira would be a very welcome thing. Moving people like, that show the ambition, the drive, the effort, and they show the energy in what they do day after day, like Mr. Street, who is a Shitai and could be eligible for being a Kyodai in the very near future. Things of that nature, but I do agree with your point. And I do
wish
not.
I had an easy fix,
I know.
but removing these people and substituting is not so simple, unfortunately.
Oh, I know.
That being said, once I leave, it will be on you, but it will also open up another position. You'll have to figure out who you want.
I can't
Here's
feel
the
it.
Pokemon.
I cannot feel it.
I know.
And it changes nothing. It just makes more work. And I'll do it. Without question, I'll do it. I'll do it to the very best of my ability every day. But it does not change anything. At least in your position where you stand, you have me to bounce ideas off of, to advise you, to carry out your will, things of that nature, and to make sure that your family is being ran in your absence. And you know that I will do it.
Yes. I've relied heavily upon you.
And when you leave, I'll, assumingly, be in that position myself and carry the weight, even more so, without support. It should be lieutenants leading aggressions, mentoring our youngins, taking care of that, helping to establish our Kyodai and their tasks, their purpose. But it is not, it is me. And if I have to do that as the Oyabun of this family after you exit, then so be it. And eventually, over time, I will work the narrative in my favor. Or I will kill them. I would like help in getting the ladies here. I would like help in getting the cars here. I would like help in facilitating our laundering business. I would like help in making sure that our port locations are secure and good. I would like help on a whole vast of things. I mean, we are getting ready to venture into prostitution, exoticness with our girls that we are bringing in. And I am going to be the one that is going to be facilitating that. And I understand that now. I see that. I understand it well. And I'll do it. I'm done venting. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
And I've done this
am
throughout.
Sorry that this is all falling on you like that.
I think it's weighing on me more because of all the other shit that I've had going on lately. I think that's why it's bothering me. Because in a time where I could have used support, I was given none. And I've had to work through my own mourning, my sense of loss, my grieving period. I've had to just shelter that within my own because I don't have time to do that. And eventually I'll make time for it. I just hope it's not too late.
Business has always come first for us.
This family will always come first to me. I will die doing my best for it. And through your wisdom regarding the situation that I had expressed to you and we have spoken in great lengths about now, I will let it go.
I can't give you express permission. But should anything happen, make sure it does not fall back on the family.
And dealing with the loss, there's probably no way to make that a reality. They're very spiteful.
The only thing you can do is avoid it.
Mm-hmm. It's like a katana with both sharpened sides.
They are very reckless.
Mm-hmm.
And restraint is one of the things we focus on.
Kyung, I had such restraint the day that he came to me and spoke to me about what he had done. I did nothing but demonstrate my restraint towards that matter and that man. And I've even met up with him again to make sure that my friend's last will and testament and the items that were left for him were promptly delivered to him without issue as well.
Well, good. Sounds like you're able to handle it then.
Indeed. You need not be concerned.
Good.
I have had Hikari install some little jammers that I wanted to test out over on the Merryweather facility the other day. That went without issue, apparently.
Good.
Just new tech I wanted to play with, and that's a very good opportunity to use it.
Well, not many people go up there.
No.
Easy to sneak in and out of there.
She did mention that someone in a Explorer had caught a glimpse of her running away, and we're tracking her for a while.
Law enforcement? Explorer?
No, Merryweather. A guard. But I guess she was able to be picked up by Mr. Street and a couple of others. Safely.
Okay.
And this predicament with her goddamn Pokemon shit is really frustrating me. Do you have a location?
What's going on with that now?
As she has informed me, the container is in the Jetsam port. It cannot be moved yet. It is waiting customs. It was given a 72-hour hold and should be relinquished for her to assume control over by Wednesday at some point. Do you have a location that you want this to be stored? And a price?
Is it an entire container full? 50,000, I do not know what that looks like.
sh-
Probably not an entire container.
I believe it's a 40-footer.
There must be more in there than the cards then.
I don't know.
Cards are quite small.
50,000 packs is a lot.
I thought it was 50,000 cards.
No, it's 50,000 packs of Pokemon cards.
Children.
You know, she had the immaturity shit where she came from. And coming here was supposed to dispel that. But I've told people I do not want to deal with it, so I am trying to get others to do that, but it will probably still fall upon me.
Honestly, the best warehouse space we have is 926.
Yeah, I agree. Would you like to inform her of that? And make the price very high. There should be a learning experience associated.
Well, from what I understand, some of those cards she might get could be very lucrative, assuming she can sell it. So, should she be able to sell it, she'll be able to afford my price.
You know,
But
when
yes, I would like to talk to her about that.
Very well. You know, like,
What would you
one of the main reasons she was sent here to Zero Yōnin was because she blew a big deal because she decided to bring a bag full of cash in a Hello Kitty backpack. So immaturity is something that sprouts well with her.
Well, we'll be able to capitalize on it. If she can't afford what I'm going to request, then she'll forfeit the cards. And any price will be ours entirely.
Very well.
And that could be in the millions.
Indeed.
That should help her understand, I hope.
As do I.
Unless she wishes to offer an appendage. I doubt she's going to want to do that.
More than likely not. I think it should be brought up nonetheless.
Oh, of course. I'll put it in no uncertain terms.
Very good. Is it still looking like the end of the month for you?
Well, as things take longer with the state, that date I'll have to push it back a little.
Well, then I hope it takes a grand time.
Well, at some point it will not matter and I will have to leave because
Okay.
they will not wait that long.
Duty, I know. I do worry about being in your position. If it is offered.
Just with the totality of it all.
And I'm not Asian. Do you understand how what a significant change? I know.
I've already spoken with them about that. Had very long conversations, making them understand that you are the best option.
And I also know that I have good friends that recommended me to come here to work with Master Yoshi back in the day. And I understand why they did it. It's because I made a name for myself there.
You did have some supporters when I was there. I wasn't the only one speaking on your behalf.
That is pleasant to hear.
Now, if you don't mind, I have had a lot of coffee and I need to use the restroom.
Of course. No worries.
smacking my microphone. Damn. And y'all saw that, right? Kyung pees in elevators. Gross. So gross. Ugh. Oh my god, I hate this shit.
I'm having Mr. Street come back here. He did something that I did not like earlier.
Speaking for us.
Yes, are you aware?
Yes, he told me.
Mr. Street did?
Yes, he did.
Oh, very good.
And he apologized. Said you'd talked to him already, so.
Okay. I just didn't want someone in the rank of Shatai feeling that they speak for the hierarchy of this clan.
Sounds like he understands that. I reiterated
Indeed.
it, but I knew
Very
you'd
good.
already talked to him, so.
Oh, he is actually here in the lobby. I told him to come here.
Say that again?
I said I had instructed him to come to 727, and he is already here.
Yeah.
I think it might be a
Going
good idea to have a
downstairs?
conversation with him, just in terms of Kyodai.
Okay.
Do you think?
Did you ask what I think?
Mm-hmm. I think I only said, do you think?
Sometimes I don't understand your words. You mumble.
Apologies. How about you stay here and I'll bring him to your office?
Or you can just tell him to come up here.
Very well.
Either way, doesn't matter to me. Might be more intimidating if we're both standing here staring at him as he walks in. He walks in.
See if he walks in with right clothes on.
Or if he knocks first.
Very yes.
You can't be above me. You can stand next to me. There's room. Unless you're saying I'm fat.
Not entirely.
You're not entirely saying I'm fat.
It might be the shoes.
Shoes make me fat.
I am not saying any of that.
Very good.
How dare you for saying that to my Oyabun?
You're the one. You're the one who was
It's not me, it's you.
flaunting that issue. It's me, I see. Come in.
Madam Sarmi. What can I do for you?
I was just talking to Morgan about the issue you brought up with me
Yes, madam.
about you speaking on our behalf and how that is inappropriate for someone of your position.
Yes, ma'am.
Who in our family do you think should be speaking for the club, the group?
Big Koyadai, if I'm correct. Madam Oyabun.
They are the very lowest level who should be speaking for us. That is correct. And it's pronounced Kyodai.
My apologies, madam.
No need to apologize. I understand these aren't words you're familiar with. But if you're to represent us, you need to make sure you say them correctly. And if there's any questions on how anything's pronounced, we can help you with that.
Yes, Madam Oyabun. I understand.
Now, do you know what we do with people who show disrespect?
Yes, ma'am, I do. I'm fully aware of the situation.
What do you think we do?
Fingers come off or whatever is chosen.
Specifically, Ibitsume involves the tip of your pinky finger. And it's not something that I take from you. It's something you offer to me as recompense, as a way of saying how deeply sorry you are. That's just part of our culture, how we do things.
Yes, Madam Oyabun.
Do you know why that's a thing for us?
No, Madam Oyabun, do not.
A long time ago, with the shogun, they relied on their swords, their katanas. And in order to have full control of the katanas, they required their pinkies. If one had lost a portion of their pinky, it made them weaker. That's why the pinky was chosen. Now, do you think what you have done requires this?
My actions have consequence, Madam Oyabun.
And you're fully ready to offer this?
If it rectifies my decision making and my consequences, then I must do what it must be done.
That is very good to hear. Morgan, what are your thoughts?
I will say this. It is not easy to admit fault. It is not easy to accept accountability to what you do, what people do in general, especially for yourself. For the fact that you approached Miss Kyung here and you informed her of your transgression against this family says a lot about who you are as a person, your character, your biology, what makes you who you are. I think there is a lot of respect to have to be face to face with a situation that is relatively dire and does usually tend to suffer consequential action. And your ability to have atonement for being accountable for that in your own, especially in this moment right here, says a lot about who you are as a man and what this family means to you and how you value it to the very depth of your core. I'd say that earns utmost respect, and the Psycho Kumun gives it to you right in this moment.
And I appreciate that deeply.
I guess then the ultimate decision comes to me. Do I feel it's necessary? I really thought Morgan would have something different to say on that, but in all actuality, I agree with her, and I don't think it will be required. I just wanted to see your reaction to it. And you reacted very well. In fact, she has mentioned you for potential promotion to the Kyodai position.
Yes,
Not
Madam
just
Weebun.
from tonight, but just in general. That kind of solidifies that decision for me. It does seem like we can trust you. You are very honest and forthwith with that information. I had no idea until you told me. You came to me first. That is a
You
very
should
big
always
deal.
know. I feel like you should always know what is going on, no matter the consequences. If something was to happen, it should be directly at somebody. Let them know what is going on. If there was a shooting or something, I'd be let somebody know first right away. This is a family. We stick for each other. We stick up for each other. And this family's given me a chance to prove myself.
You have done very well so far. So what this conversation really is us letting you know that we're looking at you for the next position.
Yes, Madam Weebun, I understand.
Is this something you're interested in?
If it pleases to you and Miss Morgan here, then I'll happily take you up on the offer. If it pleases you both.
I'm not asking for my pleasure. I'm asking if you want it.
I feel like I am ready for the position, though after tonight, I think it needs to hold out for a little bit, just to make sure that I have no more other slip-ups like I did last time.
Mate, we all have slip-ups in what we do. It's how we become accountable to them and how we represent ourselves, like you have this evening, that define what that quality is, like I had said.
I just want you to understand that with this position comes a lot of responsibility within the gang.
Understood. So I guess
And
to answer your, oh,
sorry, go ahead.
so I guess I'll answer your question, Madam Weebun. I would happily accept your offer.
Very good. Should it'll be a short period until we move on that promotion, but just know that we'll be watching you and look forward to very good things from you.
Yes, Madam Weebun.
If I may add.
Of course.
Mr. Street, any time that you are ever to enter this office, especially when I am here, let alone the Oyabun, you will always be dressed better than you are in this moment.
Yes, ma'am. I was actually about to head home when you texted me.
I understand.
I'm very sorry for this.
No need to be sorry if you were unaware or were looking to do otherwise, and it happens. Just try to do it often.
Yes, ma'am. Understood.
Well, that is all I had to talk about. If you need to go to bed, please do so.
Yes, ma'am, Oyabun.
Parting words for you, if I may.
Yes, ma'am.
It's easy to talk about what we do wrong. Things of that nature. It's more easy to do that than it is to cite what is done right. But I do want you to know before you head off that you have been very inclusive with getting things done, with getting other people involved in this, that, and the other, and putting forth the effort and the energies to ensure that our family rises above whatever it is encountered. Those things are what single-handedly make you stand out above others. So as long as you can continue in the traditions of doing what you have been, the sky will be your limit, sir.
Yes, ma'am. And I appreciate that greatly.
Of course.
Bid you both farewell, and thank you so much. Look forward to working closer with you both in the near future.
Hope you have a good night.
You too.
Sayonara.
Oh,
Sayonara.
hold on. How was the ride?
Very well. To a note, I may have stressed it just a little bit. Just a little bit. Very well.
Nobody died. That's good.
Nobody died. We got stopped, but we got let go with warnings. So we're good.
How fast were you going?
Hi. Do I have to mention that?
Yes, you do.
I think I hit two something, I believe.
200?
Really?
Maybe on a straightaway. Maybe.
Oh
I
my
wasn't paying
lord.
attention.
Downhill with a tailwind? I don't think those bikes can do that fast, actually.
That is incredible.
Ah.
You didn't have your speedometer set to kilometers per hour, did you?
See, I might have.
All right.
It's like I might have such colors by accident. Anyway, but oh, that bike is very fun. I appreciate you letting me borrow that for the night.
Did Hikari mention to you anything about these cards?
She did mention it to me. I just said I would just be very, very careful because I understand they mean a lot to her, and I completely understand. And I just kind of mentioned to her, just be very careful because you don't want to upset anybody or push any limits that you're capable of, if that makes sense.
Very well. Thank you for doing that.
Yes, ma'am.
You are the only person that I have heard that has had any kind of conversation after I had brought it up previously. So I appreciate it. Thank you.
Indeed. If there's anything else I can do for you ladies, please let me know.
Very well.
Au revoir.
Au revoir. Oh, real quick.
Yes.
Just fucking with you. Have a good
You're
night.
never gonna leave. Yeah.
God damn it.
I'm impressed that he came to you and let you know that on his own.
He impresses me as well. I think he can do good things.
Agreed. I do agree.
Did you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
I heard a thunk.
Must be a curb nearby. Well, thank you. I'm glad we had that talk.
Yes. I'm glad we were able to do that too. Now about Hikari.
Mm.
Do I need to talk to her tonight, or is that going to be for another night? It's getting quite late.
I still have her here, organizing papers, so
Why were you filing?
it was quiet and I needed it.
I understand that.
required the least amount of brain activity as possible.
I hope my files are in order then. Not using
Meticulously.
the brain at all.
A before C and Z before X.
What alphabet is that?
The wrong
Of
one.
the 15 you've learned?
Perhaps. Would you like me to get her?
May as well send her in now.
Very well. Be right back. Actually, I might venture to bed then. And if you don't think you're good, I'll stay.
No, we'll be fine.
Very well.
If I need to have you take her body away, I'll call you.
Oh, I'm very good at that.
I'm sure you are.
Sayonara, Madam Oyabun.
Good night.
Should probably do this too. So many fucking characters.
Enter.
Yes, Madam Oyabun.
I was looking at retail value of some of these cards, the Pokemon cards specifically. Looks like you could make quite a lot of money potentially.
That is the hope, ma'am.
I understand you'll be able to have those cards on Wednesday.
That was my understanding. It had I had to clear customs at the port, and there was a 72-hour hold on it so that they could do what they needed to do to verify its contents and packaging. So yes, Wednesday is what I was told.
Okay. Do you have ideas on where you're going to take it? Have you been
No,
told
ma'am.
where to take it?
No, ma'am.
Considering the quantity of cards and the container it came in, I think the only place we'll be able to house it will be at 926.
Very well. I would like to speak. I would like to apologize, ma'am,
Or what?
for making any of this a matter to which I needed to bother you or anyone else.
What exactly did you think was going to happen once it got here?
I had contemplated just putting it into a storage unit, but I came to the understanding that the potential value of what I had purchased might easily be taken or stolen, which is why I had reached out regarding storing it in one of our places. I would feel much safer with my investment being somewhere that I could have access to easily or assistance with keeping it safe.
I
I
don't want this to be something that happens again in the future.
I've-
Understand?
I have learned very well, ma'am, that this should never happen again.
Good.
I have no reason or rhyme to why I did this. I saw an opportunity, and before I really put forth much thought with it, I pounced upon it, and my hope was that it would help me be able to buy a home in the state or property, something outside of the city, to create my own, sense of purpose here outside of the family.
And you didn't think starting with $175,000 for a house was enough?
The housing prices here, ma'am, are very steep.
You do know what a mortgage is, right?
Yes, but I was always told that if I couldn't afford it with cash, that I shouldn't afford it at all.
How much money do you have left? Account?
$16,485.37. To the exact.
How did you get almost $200,000?
I was given money to go to college, and I was kind of a rambunctious teenager. So I did a lot of underground work in Tokyo and the surrounding areas for different people that paid very, very decently. So I took the money that I was going to use for college, which was about 120,000 yen at the time, not much, and started working deals for individuals that helped get me noticed with one of the main groups in the Tokyo area, the Inagawa Kai. And then I started working for them directly and just kind of saved my money. I didn't spend it on things I did not need. I was trying to be good with my finances and things. But I also had some reckless behaviors and some issues, to which I'm sure you're aware of. Yes.
Yes.
That is what brought me here to your family, ma'am. And I do not wish to repeat what I should have been more able to learn when I was back in Japan. I did not mean for that to carry upon itself here.
Seems like you have an issue with doing things without thinking.
I cannot disagree with you.
That causes me some pause with you, Hikari. That being said, I did offer to allow you to utilize some of our storage space at a price. Considering what you have in your bank account, I don't think you're going to be able to afford my price straight off the bat. But I'll give you a little bit of time and no interest due to my sheer benevolence in this matter. But that price is $100,000. That is for the use of the facility, for security, and to help move it.
I am genuinely grateful, Miss Kyung.
You will have 2 months to pay this off. Should you not be able to pay it off, you have 2 options. 1, all those cards belong to me now. 2, you keep the cards. You have an extension on that payment period. And you owe me 1 tip of your pinky.
I will gladly give you whatever part of my body that you would need to know that I honor you fully.
That is quite a thing to say.
I mean it. I understand that I am just myself, but when I am in this family and doing work for what our purpose is here, that it is far exceeds myself by an imaginary length, ma'am. Sorry.
With any luck, you'll be able to pay me the money in 2 months' time.
I would like
I have
to.
no use for your pinky. I do have use for the money.
I'll have it back to you within 30 days.
Don't say things you can't follow up on.
There is nothing that I cannot accomplish when I set my mind to it, ma'am, and I will prove that to you exponentially.
Good, then in 30 days I'll expect $100,000.
With interest, if I may, would be roughly 126,000.
I said no interest.
I have no issue paying my fair price.
Are you going to argue with me on this?
Not at all, ma'am. I just want to be fair towards you.
I think $100,000 is more than fair. And being as we are family, you are one of my children. I'm not going to charge you interest. But you do need to learn from this. That's why the price is so steep. And the outcomes, should you not pay, very great.
Yes, ma'am.
Because you understand you could have potentially millions of dollars in that container waiting for you.
That is
But
my
if you
hope.
can't sell the right card before the end of 30 days, those cards are mine.
I will make this money doing work outside of the uses of the cards. I'll demonstrate to you what I am good at.
However you can make the money, that's all I expect is the money.
Yes, ma'am.
And to not bring anything back to the family.
Of course. May I ask you something?
Yes.
I have skills that are being very underutilized, and I would like to
Yes.
utilize information. I am very good with obtaining information, and I understand that the Rising Sun Relief will be a key exploit of that. But outside of that, I would like to be able to utilize my skills more for the family by potentially infiltrating another.
How so?
I have not yet
What?
decided. Anyone. I could do it for anybody. I could completely change my appearance, go under a different name, and gain an incredible wealth of information for this family to utilize if ever needed. I'm also very key in creating underground gambling, fighting competitions, things of that nature, which can bring in massive amounts of money for this family. And all be done completely in the dark.
Have you asked to do these things from anybody else before?
I have spoken to Yashiro earlier, but not in great detail. It seems like when I speak to him, he's more of a, I just don't feel like he listens. And then everything's a sure because it's easier. Like there's no questions asked. You know what I mean? And I do not say that with any disrespect. It's just difficult to gain perspective on things that I would like to do for this family. I pray that makes sense.
It does. But also, should you wish to venture forth in one of these avenues, you may do so, so long as you report it up to me first, just before you do it, to let me know that it's happening. And
Of course.
That way I know what to expect.
Yes, ma'am. We have a great opportunity with Rising Sun Relief that I'm actually very excited for. I do not know if you have anyone that you would trust or have slated to help manage this, but I would like to put my name I'd like to put my name out there for the role if ever needed.
Generally speaking, that is a little bit above your station.
Yes, ma'am.
I had hoped a lieutenant would lead the charge on that, but I will keep you in mind.
I have tried very hard to help Ichiro conduct his racing festivities. I've created informations, flyers. I have assisted with helping him procure track stuff and, just generalized racing and things of that nature. But every time we make momentum, it seems like we take several steps back in the opposite direction. I just want to feel like I am pulling my weight for you, ma'am, and for this family, and doing what is needed to help, move us forward instead of being stalled with this, that, and the other.
Well, you have my official go-ahead on your side projects.
I was-
And like I said, I'll keep you in mind for... But also, be very careful how you speak about your elders.
Of course, I don't mean anything negative. It's just voicing my concerns. I would do that with them directly if they were around.
Good.
I just don't want this to not become a thing when there was such a passion to help drive it,
Well, the racing, I think, due to the limitation of cars, is going to be a problem anyway. I think that took the wind out of his sails, but that is only an assumption.
Very well could have. But I also know that there was the discussion of using the Jet Sam area as well, which could mitigate a lot of those concerns that I feel.
We don't have to worry about traffic, but I've seen how some of our people drive, and they will 100% drive into a container.
Yes, that is a possibility. I just want to help.
They just hit a curb and then lose a wheel.
Yes. Or just hit a garden hose and lose a wheel. I just want to be useful for the family, ma'am. That is all.
Good.
This is my home.
Good. Then you need to do better in thinking before you act.
I agree with you.
And hopefully I don't have to have your pinky on my desk.
I will surrender it whenever asked.
Don't make me ask.
I will do my very best not to, ma'am.
Good. Is there anything else?
No, but I do appreciate your time in this conversation greatly.
Of course. Very well, then you are dismissed.
Sayonara, Madam Oyabun. Always a blessing to have you.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night.